we liked Joe right away. We had seen maybe 4 or 5 other photographers that we'd also met, and there really was a difference. We could tell a difference just in the photographs at first.
Yeah.
So we set up an appointment. His photographs really stood out compared to all the rest of...
Yeah, they were definitely our favorite photographs. Different kinds of photographs that I just didn't see when we went to other photographers that caught something different, you know, other than just, you know, a bunch of pictures.
You could tell he was talented rather than just somebody who fell into the photography business.
Yeah, but we saw the photographs, and we went and saw a few different photographers, and I guess all the other photographers, all the photographs looked the same.
Yeah, they
more or less.
really did. It looked like they've been doing it for 20 years, taking the same exact shots of every wedding, of every bride and groom and ceremony, and no matter what wedding you were looking at, they were all just exactly the same.
Yep.
When the photographers got there, it was like they came in the house and they were part of the family immediately. You didn't even notice they were there. He said everybody was really nice and polite and, you know, had manners when they came in. So even my dad, who doesn't notice anything, noticed noticed the difference. Joe had some really good ideas, and not only that, but we got to spend a lot of time at our wedding, whereas a lot of other couples whose weddings we've been to or we've talked to said that they spent a lot of the time during their weddings and receptions taking pictures outside while everybody else was having a good time inside, and we didn't have that. We really got it taken care of.
Yeah,
before anything was really
I was at a friend's
happening.
wedding who missed his dinner because they were taking pictures with the photographer, and he missed almost his entire wedding. I mean, hours and hours. They kept coming and bringing him out, so we didn't have any, you know, any kind of problem like that. You know, it was all done well. It seemed like everything that was going on, you know, was getting captured, but I never felt like I had to get out of what I was doing to, you know, to take the pictures when the event was going on. You know, I never had to get out of what was going on and move away from that and be taken aside. So you know, the photographs were taken. It was all happening live. We had a lot of choice in what we wanted to do, and you know, he offered some ideas to us and kind of let us roll with you know, whatever we wanted to do, however we wanted to have our own photos at our own wedding. So you know, that was a good thing. I felt like you know, that we had a lot of control in the process.
We did see, like I said, 3, 4, 5 different photographers, and Joe is the only one who had the on-site photography, which we decided to use for party favors. So all the guests could go and get their portraits taken by themselves, with their friends, with their husbands, with their families. Towards the end, everybody was so excited about it, and people were lining up, and that's all
crazy.
Everybody talked about. And
I was getting dragged over there by all different kinds of groups of people wanted to run over there and take pictures, and I do remember, like, the last hour or two, there was just a line of people rushing over there. Everybody wanted to get their pictures taken.
What was really fantastic is my family spread out all around the country, so it was one of the times that we were all together in one place, and we were able to get big family portraits done professionally, and everybody got copies.
Since we had the on-site printing, you know, a whole crew came from Moda, and you know, everyone did a great job. The whole thing, you know, ran like a machine.
They were all put on like a side table in the hallway, and all the guests were gathered around like in big groups. You couldn't even get to the table, and they were going through all the pictures, like, oh, look at this person, look at this person. So everybody was really excited.
That was one of the more fun things at the wedding, actually. I remember that because everything was a whirlwind, and I was going around and talking to everybody, but people would keep coming up to me and showing me these pictures that had been printed out. Yeah. And Joe even printed out some pictures that we took, some of the formals that we took and some of the things from earlier, so we were actually able to get a look at a few of the pictures that we had taken earlier on. So that was kind of nice to see the pictures coming out as the wedding was going on. And you know, my friends were all doing that too. They were all running around with the pictures that they had of themselves and each other.
My grandmother was so proud of herself for, you know, having the whole family there, and it was just really nice.
Yeah, they were great pictures too. This is one with Ben and my two nephews. It was one of the funniest pictures I've ever seen. A couple of little kids. I mean, just everyone. My friends who all flew in from somewhere else, you know, I got pictures with them. They got pictures together. Pictures with family, like Karen was saying. You know, groups of people that aren't normally together, and when they aren't having photos taken. I mean, it was just a really nice thing to have. I think everyone enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, my mom's retiring from work this year, and she got to take, you know, pictures with all her work friends that she's been working with for the last 20 years. And when would she have ever had that opportunity to get she wasn't about to go to the mall and get a picture taken with all the people she works with. So that was really nice.
Yeah, it's a nice favor. And, you know, you can go to a lot of weddings and get a lot of, you know, different kinds of favors. And usually it's a nice little thing or something. But this is something that people can really keep and display and enjoy for a long time.
It was just a fun, it was probably one of the best ideas we had about the wedding, because it really made a huge difference. Not a little difference, it made a huge difference.
Yeah, I agree completely. Everyone loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody loved it.
It's a big hit.
You know, I guess we kind of knew somewhat of what we were going to get because we had, you know, seen all of Joe's stuff beforehand, and that's the reason why we went with him. But even actually, the first picture that I saw, which he printed up at the wedding, which is the one with us all leaping up in the air in black and white, you know, that was great. You know, all kinds of different pictures too. We have everything from the family portraits to, you know, the more candid kind of shots to unusual and, you know, bizarre things that I, you know, usually don't see in a wedding album, but that are lots of fun. We have so many different kinds of things to choose from, you know. I thought it really captured a lot of different sides of the event.
They were fun. They were pictures I definitely could not have taken myself. So they were professional, and they were creative. They were really nice. We have a lot of great pictures to choose from for our albums.
You know, when you're trying to find people for your wedding and vendors for your wedding, I guess there's a lot of mediocrity in the wedding business. I mean, you could plan a wedding with your eyes closed and go to one of any number of places out of the phone book and find things that way. But, you know, that's not what we wanted to do. And, you know, using Joe was part of that plan, and certainly the one we wanted. And I think our wedding turned out a lot nicer because we did that. We took that extra step.
Yeah, we took the time to find some really great, talented people, and you could tell it made a huge difference. So we made some really good decisions, and Joe was one of them.